Hello again, YouTube friends. Dustin Bellinger here, and I have a package from Carter's kid Steve that sent something to me and included this Clemente starting lineup figurine, which that is ridiculous, man. Way too kind. I sent like, I swear, less than probably maybe 10 cards, if that, total. You know, if some Buster Posies, a couple Gary Carters that I'd come across, you know, and stuff. So, and then sends this, and then also this little John Elway, which he knows I'm an Elway fan. Really, Elway was kind of like the last player that I was, you know, a genuine fan of, you know, that doesn't, isn't, you know, kind of tied into my Nebraska collection. Because with pro football, it's like I was a Broncos fan as a young kid, and then as I was, you know, 18, graduating from high school, and a couple years after that, so like right around 20 is when Elway retired, and Terrell Davis as well. And I just realized kind of that, man, I was a lot bigger fan of Elway than I was the Broncos. And it was never the same for me rooting for the team after that. And I kind of just dropped out of being a fan of pro football at that point. I still watch games and my kids watch a lot, but for the most part, I just root for ex-Huskers to do well, and guys that, you know, if there's a guy that I kind of like, you know, seeing I think's really good, it's like I'll root for those players to do well, but I don't root for any specific team anymore. I just want to see players I like do well. So, I mean, those two things right there, those are just, you know, way nicer than anything he needed to send me, so thank you very much. But then it's like, hey, just let's include stacks and stacks of Chicago Cubs base for days here to go along with it. So, and thank you very much. I will not, oh man, I gotta go through some of these minis though. Keith Moreland. I don't have any of these. These are cool. I didn't know Fleer made the minis. So Lee Smith. Dave Smith Jr. Like, yeah, I shouldn't go through all of these on camera here, but I will kind of see if we can thumb through what. Trey Tippett, Jack Youngblood. Dave Williams. Oh, I bet you this is Broncos stuff for Owen. Okay. Wes Welker. Yeah, so all the Broncos stuff I will definitely pass on to Owen. There's a couple of Mike Kroll star rookies. Darren Jackson. There's a Brooks Kieschnick with the pitching pose. Try and separate the Broncos stuff to give to Owen. That is, man, Steve, surely everybody here is subscribed to Steve. If you're not, you need to be. I mean, Steve's one of the genuine nice guys in the community. he made a statement the other day. I was watching one of his things. It's like, I know I can be a little prickly. And it's like, whatever, dude. Here's Randy Johnson. And it's like Wes Welker, Vance Johnson, Sammy Winder. See, he won't remember these, but those are the Broncos that I grew up watching. Here I said, oh, we'll go through all this base on camera, but here I am doing it. Sky Fukudome, Corey Abbott, Scott. Ben Christensen. Holy crap. Okay, so this dude right here, he played at Wichita State, and I remember when they drafted him because he got into some hot water. He threw a pitch at a guy standing in the batters in the on deck circle. Guy was warming up in the on deck circle, and he felt like the guy was trying to time his pitches from the on deck circle, and I guess he just decided wanted to buzz the guy, and he actually plunked him, hit him in the face, and did some serious damage. So I mean, he got suspended, and there was a lawsuit involved. And he was a guy that would have been probably like a top 5 pick had that not happened. And he ended up getting drafted by the Cubs like 15th overall, something like that. It was later in the first round. And I remember at the time I was like, man, that guy looks like he could be good, but that's a serious head case red flag. And well, it turned out he never, did much, and I don't think he ever made it to even close to the majors. I don't think he made it to AAA, but that was one of those things I remember at the time. It was like, man, that was a guy I was pretty excited about when they drafted. I thought, well, that was a guy that I thought could be really good. And that was, the time he had Kerry Wood, you got Pryor right around that same time. So, at the time it just felt like, man, the Cubs could really put together excellent pitching staff, and boy, did things fall apart there. Juan Cruz, Happ, Girardi. Truth be told, I wish they'd hired Girardi to be the manager when we, whoa, I hope this is one of your gum stains, man. I hope you have another one of those. Or was it the 87 tops you're doing the gum stain version of? Not 86. I forgot now. Leon Durham, Brendan Little, Billy Hatcher, Leon Durham, Hayward, Sean Dunston, Seth Gold, pre-production sample. That's cool. That'll have to get stuff like that. I'll have to top load. I don't put that in the binder. Pre-production stuff. Anything numbered, I top load. The base stuff gets into the binder. Look at the stack of just craziness. Gary Scott. Giovanni Soto. Rick Lee. Kerry Wood. It's a great Sean Dunston one. He's got some great cards of, him making the turn at second base. there are about half a dozen or more cards that just show him full airborne. Just great images. And he's a good signer too. I've got I bought a couple cards that were signed by him, and I sent to him, and he signed a couple more for me. So it's like I'd feel guilty to send any more to him again, but there's some card images that it's like, man, those are just great. So if you're into the TTMs, that's a guy to think about, because it's got some great looking junk wax base that you can send. It's a nice Sosa. I like that. Insert even. Sean Gallagher. That's an auto too. Dang. I don't remember him. That's surprising too, that I do not remember him. I gotta set that one there, because I'll have to top load that one too. Holy crap. I said, here I am. I'm on the last one. Said I wasn't gonna. But here I did. I showed them all anyway. Because, oh well. If you didn't stick around, you didn't stick around. Trillo, Bobby Denier, Scott. Another nice Sosa. Luis Valbuena. Ah, sweet looking Lester. Dirk Wendell, rookie card. Ah, that's a sweet looking Bryant. I'm not sure if I think they're planning to trade him. That just seems the way things are going right now. And I've got some seriously mixed feelings on that. I would really prefer that they just kind of keep this core intact. I understand that they don't feel like they can do it financially. I think that's kind of a cop-out, because if they want to, they've got money to do it. So they just aren't willing to spend it, it seems. Anyway, we've gone on way too long. So 12 minutes of just awesome stuff from Steve. Thank you again, man. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Man, it's great having you as a friend in this community. And I will talk to everybody again next time. Take care. Bye now.